Thank you all. It's great to be here. My name is Jono West. I started Mobile Power 10 years ago now, almost 11, and we're a battery company with operations in Africa. We're headquartered in Sheffield, just up in Attercliffe, and we have all our design engineering team there, finance, logistics and stuff. And the reason we exist is we wanted to make the most affordable solar product on the market. And I'm sure you all know the situation. 650 million people in Africa still live with no electricity. They're reliant on these small generators. In fact, 90% of electricity in Nigeria is made from these kind of generators, which are incredibly polluting. Respiratory diseases are now the biggest killer in cities. 2 out of 3 owners have tinnitus. Or if you own one of these, incredibly loud, incredibly inefficient, basically wasting fuel. And we're in Nigeria, our largest operations. We're also in DRC, in the Congo. And I was looking at this city the other day, 1 million people, completely reliant on small generators that are getting their fuel from Durban, which is 3,000 miles away, up some of the worst roads in the most dangerous parts of Africa. For every 1 litre of fuel they burn on one of these generators, they've wasted 100 litres just getting it to there. So you've got the most expensive electricity price in the world, in the poorest communities in the world. You think, why doesn't a solar product work that could undercut this market? And the problem is, solar's cheap now. There's plenty of sun in Africa. But the issue is about distribution. You can put solar in, but how do you get it out to people? Cabling is just far too expensive. People only use 20 cents of electricity a day. You're never going to pay that off. The issue with undercutting petrol is that it's versatile, it's portable, it packs a lot of energy relative to its weight and volume, and it's pay per use. So people buy as little or as much they want in cash whenever they want it. So we basically tried to create a range of batteries which mimic petrol. So they're versatile. We have these 2 different size batteries for different use cases. They're portable, as you can see, and they're pay per use. So people just pay us for the small amount of electricity they need. There's no deposit, there's no credit check, there's no fixed payment. So if you're an agricultural worker, you earn something this week, you can get electricity. If next week you don't earn anything, that's fine. You're not tied into a contract. And what we do is we go and we install hubs on existing buildings in these communities. The batteries are charged on solar. They're locked until they're paid for using an app, and then they're unlocked, taken home, used for 24 hours, at which point they lock again, and they're brought back and go through that cycle. Sorry, wrong way. We are beginning to scale. We're behind what we hoped we would be, but Sierra Leone, Liberia, we've pretty much covered now. Nigeria is our biggest operations. Congo is where we're going to grow the biggest. And we've just launched this year in Chad, Uganda, and Zambia. So gradually going to fill that map with purple. These are our small battery. This is our first product. This has a built-in light, which is good. And they can charge 6 phones off these. It's designed for customers who live on less than $2 a day. These are 3 of our agents in Sierra Leone. They have 75 batteries each. They make a good wage as on commission, renting out these batteries. The bigger battery, the MOPO Max, is sort of straight generator replacement because generators are so inefficient. One of these can basically replace a household generator for 3 hours in the evening, which is what most households do. They can also cook 2 meals in this rice cooker, pressure cooker here. And we also design them so 3 of them run in a motorbike or a tuk-tuk. We've been running e-mobility business for the last 3 years in Freetown. We have this platform. Everyone has all the agents have the MOPO tags, which is an NFC tag, and they log into their apps on the smartphone. They can take cash from the customers, which is good because the customers only have cash; they don't have banking, and everything is tracked. So we've done 15 million rentals with this. We've served 350,000 customers. We have 642 agents and 102 staff. So we have this focus on gender empowerment. We worked out quickly women make more revenues than the male agents, so we've tried to push for 50% of our staff to be women. And we've recently done a deal with a large infrastructure fund for 10 million for Nigeria, and I just put this quote in because it's one of my favorite. Talking about MOPO batteries, this is what the grid of the future looks like. Using batteries to distribute electricity is the biggest revolution in the power sector since the invention of the transformer. Innovations like MOPO's battery swap tech allow us to match distribution capex with customer needs. And this is the largest infrastructure fund in Africa for mini-grids. So hopefully this will work. We'll prove this and continue to scale. Yeah, and I was just saying, 10 years ago I pitched in the building opposite here for Sheffield Council gave me a 25 grand loan. So very grateful for Sheffield. Forge Key Fund funded us early, Sheffield University. And so, yeah, we really appreciate this ecosystem to set up a battery company in Africa. But we're still here, so thank you.